Congratulations, you've unlocked All Apologies, a show about apology tours and demanding satisfaction. I'm your host, Trucker Andy, and with me this week is not Joe Sixpack. Joe Sixpack is on assignment. He's harassing Woke Dad in Ithaca or something like that. I don't know where he is, but he can't be here for a very specific reason, and that reason is that we have an international lineup of guests this week, and of course, if I tease that, you know, you're all being teased with the lovely Nelly returning to the show.
Hi,
Nelly,
guys.
good to see you.
Good
Everybody's
to see you.
instantly charmed by your presence. How
I do
have you
try.
been? Yeah. And I had to have Nelly back because I've been in touch for several weeks, actually several years since I even started this show. Our guest this week has been in our DMs and in our comments section, and he's a fellow podcaster, but he's also a fellow Brit, Nelly, right?
Yeah.
You guys have been getting on in the green room quite well with all the local references.
Yeah, I've already planned a trip down to go drinking with him.
Yeah, it sounds like you. That's
Yeah.
on brand for you. It doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where. She's drinking all over the UK. So, yeah, we've been trying to get our boy from the TRTP podcast, Ross, on the show for several weeks. So please welcome Ross to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going good. And we were kicking around the Boris Johnson has just been on my radar for even before I even started a podcast. And when I realized it was going to be you two teamed up, my first instinct was to finally talk about Boris Johnson, because he's under all those, Anthony Weiner and Rob Ford in Toronto, and just all these buffoons that are running around. But people don't like our political coverage. I mean, I don't like politics either, but I think people like that are ridiculous. We're not doing Boris Johnson. Don't worry. But
Although
do you guys have any
he is a very interesting character. He's one of these, and like it's the kind of like the Donald Trump thing of it. Like this man, this is the man that you're picking to run this country. This ridiculous blonde-haired, orange-skinned man, because they do look very similar.
Right.
It is quite a funny character. To be fair, there is a lot of great things with Boris Johnson.
Yeah, he's an eccentric for sure.
Yeah, oh gosh, the hairdo alone, I'm just like, but we have to do that at some point. But as usually happens with this show, as soon as I release the episode from last week, something happens the day after, and I was just like, why couldn't this have happened on Saturday? Everything happens on Monday after we record. But I guess Snoop Dogg is in the news, and people are very upset about. 50% of the population are upset. The other 50 are like, yeah, I think he's got a point there.
Yeah,
and,
all the straight white women are upset. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All the Karens are upset on behalf of the LGBTQ plus A to Z community. But have you guys heard anything about how relevant is Snoop Dogg in 2025 in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it, but like, I don't think it's as controversial. I've seen it because it's on Facebook. I've not seen it on TV or on the radio or anything. I don't think it's. Yeah, we don't quite care about the American gossip as much as what people think.
He's on an advert at the moment, isn't he? Which advert is it? One of the food adverts.
He's one of the biggest sellouts.
Just Eat or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Just Eat. Yeah.
What does it say it again?
It's Just Eat. It's like a delivery company, like Uber Eats. It's that kind of vibe.
Oh, so
yeah.
UK
I like Snoop Dogg, but yeah, I think America has main character syndrome so bad. We don't follow as much as what people think. But yeah, I have seen it.
That's fine, but I'm not surprised to hear that he's shilling something. I'm sure he's selling automobiles in Uganda and selling, Duracell batteries in Russia, because he's the biggest fucking sellout I've ever seen.
But he's getting that bag. I have all respect in the world. Maybe you're going to sell out, at least sell out for money. Like, and he's bringing it
in. That's true. So, no, I don't really blame him for that. Especially that's the thing with musicians. Really, they don't make money with their art. People take advantage of creative types and they finance the art, and then those financiers take the money and they pay a pittance to the artist, and that's just the way it's always been until kind of SoundCloud and Spotify, and even those entities are making more money on artist creation than the artist. So,
I feel like a lot of musicians as well have the moments where they'll thrive for maybe 5 to 10 years if they're lucky, and then they kind of like drop off because the new stuff's coming in. And I mean, like, I know Snoop Dogg back in the day was like big, but was he ever that big? And he's not really. The only music I've heard him make recently is the kids, the kids show where he like does a rap on the kids show, like, you are smart, you are clever, like he's making the most of what he's got. Like, so many people just drop off and then stop making money. Like, so yeah, he's working it. He's working the system to his advantage.
That's exactly my point. People don't make money with the music. They don't make money touring. They make money with merch, and they make money with brand deals. 50 Cent made the most of money that he's ever made in his career shilling for vitamin water.
I love that story. It's so good.
Yeah.
So smart.
So it's not really surprising that Snoop Dogg is using. But he's at the fucking Olympics, for God's sake. So were you guys getting that coverage too, or was that only in America?
I hadn't heard this. What was this?
Oh yeah, I saw some of it, but I don't watch the Olympics, but I saw some of it. It was the same with the Super Bowl as well, when he showed up at the Super Bowl and stuff. Like, yeah.
He just goes around, and he's sitting with Simone Biles' family while she's winning the gold, and it's just a lot of footage of him, hugging Sha'Carri Richardson's mom when she wins the gold, shit like that. And they're showing him around the Paris, the Louvre or whatever. It's Snoop Dogg on assignment for the Olympics representing America.
Is it just whoever's winning, he happens to sit next to him? Like,
yeah. It's just a fat head of Snoop Dogg that everybody stands in front of. But it's like suddenly Snoop Dogg is the face of the States at the Olympics. And
I think as soon as he did stuff with Martha Stewart, that was it. It changed the trajectory of his life then. Like, no, he isn't. I feel like he's America's sweetheart now.
Well, you're not wrong. That was part of how he became at the forefront of pop culture, but also with the Olympics, it was with Kevin Hart. They would do a reaction channel where I specifically remember some event where a guy jumped over a hurdle and got his nutsack caught.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, of course you do.
That was the best loss that any man has ever had in his life. Because that guy never needs to do anything to pull any woman ever
tripped
again.
up on my dick. Yeah.
Who really lost that day? It was not him. He did not really lose that day.
Yeah, that's on your screen.
That's a lose and win at the same time.
Yeah.
So when Snoop Dogg started doing that, that's how he ends up at the Olympics. That's how he ends up being just basically the sham wow guy of America at this point. And he's a pitch man. He's a recognizable face. But you were saying that you don't really know. Back in the day when West Coast rap and gangster rap were a thing, it's like NWA and then Dre and Snoop and Ice. Ice Cube goes solo and Dre and Snoop show up, and it was basically musical criminals was their whole brand. And I'm not joking. These guys, the whole rap game was about bragging about how much crack you sold last week. and how many guys are afraid that you're gonna do a drive-by on them. That was what his brand was scared, like being terrifying. And I don't know if you've ever seen Training Day. He was in Training Day, and he was in a wheelchair as like a crack dealer in a wheelchair that Denzel Washington harasses, and that if you take away the wheelchair, that was his brand. I sold X amount of rocks of crack. I got busted. I went to jail for 2 years. I got out, and I started selling crack again. And that's what every song was about. And hoes.
Oh, can't forget the hose.
Yeah, don't forget the hose. But so to watch him go from that, like gin and juice and bragging about running hose and selling drugs, to
making cookies with Martha Stewart.
Exactly. It's just a complete departure, and nobody wants to.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, Andy, he's getting old. Like, you can only be a gangster for so long.
That's what I was gonna say. Nobody wants to watch Snoop have a shitty criminal life for.
Yeah, I don't want to hear a 60-year-old man rap about pussy and getting groaned on in videos. Like, that's not. There's no sex appeal in that.
Yeah, but it is hard to pivot away from that and go into what profitability and still maintain respectability. And we're going to talk, there'll be some conversation about that too. And he tried to rebrand himself as Snoop Lion at some point.
Oh, I forgot about Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
I don't recall this.
Oh, for 2 seconds, he leans so far into the weed smoking, which is the other big thing that he's known for, right? Is just being high constantly. Because even if he wasn't high all the time, he just looks high all the time because of those eyes, right? It's like I have those eyes too. It's like I just look like I'm always burned out, and so does Snoop. So he was so into the weed culture that he started being in like reggae and what is that called? What's that culture? The Rastafarian. He was Rastafarian for 2 seconds, and he went by Snoop Lion when he was super Jamaican. So that's just another. I should have covered that too. That would have been a good apology of him failing to rebrand as Snoop Lion. But what's the flavor of the week is the Lightyear movie that came out recent. I don't even think this is that recent, but it's not
that recent, is it? I'm sure it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, the movie's been out for a while, but I think his appearance on It's Giving is the name of this podcast. His comments on It's Giving about taking his grandson to see Lightyear is what he's apologizing for. Or we'll get it. The comments that he made regarding Lightyear are why we're covering Snoop Dogg this week. So let's get into it and see what everybody's got their panties in a twist about.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, with Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Poppa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman.
Okay.
I love that his grandchildren call him Poppa Snoop.
Yeah.
Is that what people are mad about, that clip?
But that's the beginning of the clip. There's a little bit more, but
sounds like a smart kid to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that is a normal reaction for a grandchild to have based on your understanding of parents and sex as a single digit kid, you know? So that, and like you said, that's not that offensive to say. What's so wrong with that? Well, let's keep watching.
Oh, I didn't come in for this. I just came and watched the damn movie. Hey man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
Sounds like he didn't want to explain like IVF versus like the what's it called, turkey-based method in the middle of the cinema.
They're both valid methods.
Yeah.
I don't think he's wrong about it's not his place to explain to maybe that's his son or daughter, whoever's grandchild this is.
I'd like to know how old this child is, if I'm being honest. Like, I think the difference between like a 6-year-old asking you and like a 12-year-old asking you can be significantly different. But why do kids have to ask this question? What are you worried about? Like, this is what happens when you shove shit like this down kids' throats. Like, educate them at the right time about things. But fuck me, like, it's a kid's.
So I think that he's right that it's not his job to explain this to the kid at the movie, and that Disney is putting him in that position. That's what he's upset about. And that's valid, but the rest of this is maybe why everyone's pissed off.
What'd you tell him?
Watch the movie. Eat this popcorn. Shh.
You said we don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age, like.
Yeah. This is everybody's question, right? Why this is people that aren't in this situation. And I know people that everybody is so concerned with their situation being represented in the media so they could see somebody like them on TV and have something to aspire to. But I do know children with 2 moms, and I think they are trying to make that cross section of kids feel like there's other family units that are like that, is why they insist on inserting this maybe 45 seconds of a 2-hour movie. Why that's in there is for the kids that are like that. And people like Snoop and people that are traditional family units don't want to explain to their kids that adoption is a thing. It could be as simple as that. They're roommates and they adopted a kid. It's like, you could say something, maybe take it as a learning experience, a teachable moment, Snoop, instead of just saying, I don't know. Weird, right?
I am going to defend Snoop here, only in the fact of, right, we live in like a totally different world now. And, I'm not straight, so I'm not like coming for anyone here. I'm not a straight white woman. But like, Snoop is an older generation, and he's also black. Like they're famously, like, that culture is famously not really, accepting of being gay and all the rest of it. Like, he's probably grown up in a totally different way than what there is now. And yeah, we can all say, adapt and learn and be, respectful and all the rest of it. But like, he's an old black dude. Yeah. Like, he probably doesn't feel comfortable talking about it. And like, it's not a problem being gay or adopting children. I obviously have no issue with that. I think what people seem to forget is that, like, some people don't want to talk about it. Some people don't want to have to explain it. And just because he doesn't want to doesn't make him like a shitty guy.
Right.
Like, it is, like you say, it's not his job. And, the world is cultured enough now that any of his grandchildren he's all got access to the internet and TV. Nobody needs to listen, I have a teenage son. I don't need to sit down and have the sex talk with him because he knows what fucking sex is. He's probably known for a long time because he has a smartphone and a TV. Like,
his phone is smarter than his mom.
It's great.
But like, Google it.
You can't expect this old straight white black guy who's an ex-gangster to like be able to. I think he should just not have brought it up, if we're being honest. Like, he just shouldn't have said it. But I'm gonna give him grace because, like, at my dad, if my, like, one of his grandson, my dad is not homophobic or anything in the slightest. You know what? My dad's one of them people who's like, I don't give a fuck about anything that anyone does.
Yeah.
But if he wouldn't feel comfortable answering them kind of questions because he doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't understand it. It's not in his wheelhouse to talk about it. So I'm going to give Snoop Dogg all the grace in the world because, like, I'm not expecting this dude to be the one who explains how two women have a baby. Like, why
is he bringing it up on It's Giving
that's
podcast?
The point. Like,
that's where he fucked up.
Don't say it. You know that his manager or someone on his team was sat there going, no, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Maybe it's compared to like his rap albums. I think what he thought what he was saying wasn't really that offensive.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Compared
really,
to
I used to play a wheelchair crack guy. Why are you offended by this?
Yeah.
I still don't think he said anything offensive. I still think he's just kind of being like, it made me uncomfortable and I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I keep being open and honest about it.
I think that a lot of people, including myself, are fed up with a lot of woke culture forcing itself on us, and people are just like, I'm happy to tolerate whatever makes you happy, but don't make your problem my problem.
Yeah,
is really all I'm asking of the people that are fighting for a place at the table. It's like, sure, but I mean, maybe that's part of your fight, but I don't need that. I have better things to do than explain gender politics to a 6-year-old at a Disney movie. All right, so let's take a look at some of the fallout that came out of this basically innocuous 30 seconds of audio.
When Hollywood Unlocked reshared the headline with T.S. Madison's response on his Instagram page, Godfrey would respond commenting, Snoop was right.
Oh, right. I had to include this because Chad Zumach's friend Godfrey was involved. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I got to shit on this.
Question is, Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women.
Dude, does anybody know who T.S. Madison is? Because I didn't.
Is that this lady?
It's this quote lady, unquote. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they're from RuPaul's Drag Race and have spun off into some talk show that only people that watch RuPaul's Drag Race watch.
I like RuPaul's Drag Race. Let's not drag the drag race.
And there's an answer to that, which is that the videos that he does for his music videos for adults.
As a person who understands how kids work, kids see everything. Because as a parent, you should also explain to your children that other things exist in the world outside of what you have deemed normal in your own home.
Now,
that guy literally was the exact point I was making. Snoop Dogg was not making music videos for children. It was not in the theater. Max is a fucking PG film. Like, that's such a ridiculous comparison to make. Like, oh, you did sexy videos. Yeah, well, if you know what, if he was bringing children around his house and putting it on a flat screen in front of them all, then yeah, maybe I'd fucking judge him for it. But he wasn't.
Right. It's not a Disney film that is categorically for kids. Yeah. And more people take to Twitter to have a similar opinion.
aside from Godfrey and T.S. Madison.
Oh, yeah. Could they have found a less flattering photo of Niecy Nash? They did Niecy Nash dirty on this for some reason. I don't know why, but this is like she just fell out of a coffin. And whatever. Why does she look like this?
Niecy Nash would also respond via Instagram comment on Hollywood Reporter's social media page. Nash would simply post a gif of herself and her wife together, reminding folks that she is also in a homosexual relationship.
Oh, God, of course she has to remind us that.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget about me. I'm gay over here. I mean, is that all it takes to... I mean, maybe that's all anybody wants to hear.
Also, can we just say that two hot chicks kissing the music video has got nothing to do with being gay? It's just hot.
Right.
Like, yeah. I can guarantee that all the girls that were making out in the videos were straight as hell. When I thought I was still straight and I used to kiss girls, like, I won't even lie, like even girls I weren't attracted to, I'd kiss them because boys were looking and it's hot, and like boys like watching girls kiss.
Exactly.
And it's nothing to do with being gay.
That's a great point. Nobody would be offended by any of this if everybody involved was super hot. Like if the Disney if the Disney moms were smoking hot, Snoop would not have had a problem with it. He would have been like, "Yeah, I think I'm pregnant now too, grandson." Everybody would get pregnant looking at this. But let's see what Twitter has to say.
Other social media users would chime in on the issue, with one writing, "Forcing that on kids is sad, and you can't expect everyone to just accept it because that's y'all reality." While another would say, "Why TS always the person advocating and going up against everybody? I think Snoop had a valid point. It was a kid's movie, so why should he have to explain two women having a baby?" One more would write, "Y'all comparing a genre of adult music with the kid movie is exactly the problem. First, a kid has no business watching a Snoop Dogg video, just like they have no business watching two women kiss. Be wrong with y'all brain."
It's so true. But do you know what? I was the kid watching the Snoop Dogg videos, and do you know what? Like, I wasn't like questioning things from it. Like, it was just, I think it's because we live in a world now where everything is so confusing. Like, I was just like, oh, like girls with big bums dancing on my screen, like, great. I was like 10 years old probably watching it, and I like it wasn't a big deal. Nobody cared.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's how kids learn about stuff, is watching. But I guess maybe that's more to the point of the person that included it in the movie. I took some notes here. One of them was comments from the writer who is Lauren Gunderson, who is credited for contributing additional screenplay material for Lightyear, revealed on Threads that she created the lesbians while writing early versions of what would later become the film back in 2018. A key character needed a partner, and she's quoted as saying that it was so natural to write she instead of he, in part of a series of posts on Wednesday. As small as that detail is in the film, I knew the representation effect it could have. Small line, big deal. I was elated that they kept it. I'm proud of it. To infinity, love is love. Now, this is what I was saying about. I know this is what I was saying about my people that I know that have two moms, and people wanting to feel like their situation isn't weird. But at the same time, I fucking hate the term "love is love."
Oh, God,
I
yeah.
hate it because bestiality is a thing. Pedophilia is a thing. People marrying fucking.
Don't compare being gay.
I'm not, but you can't say love is love. People are marrying fucking roller coasters and lamps and shit. It's like, not everything is fine. Not everything is okay when it comes to fucking your romantic feelings. It turns into, it's not reciprocated and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I guess if you're trying to say that the two people involved are into it, just like it's too general.
It's a cop out. Yeah, it's a cop out.
Love is too general.
It's a cop out saying. It's just a way of just going, oh yeah, like, yeah, love is love. Like, it is. It's just a cop out. It's just an easy way of getting about it. Oh, do you know what though? It was 2018, and she went, "Oh, it was so natural to write she," and I can guarantee she's doing it now. It'd be, "Oh, it was so natural to write they, them." Like when does it stop? When does it stop? Then, like I say, I don't care that there's two women in that. I remember watching that film. I don't even think I registered that even happened because it just felt normal. I get it, like, but when does it start ending? When are we going to be watching Disney films that have got like drag queens and trans people and all the rest of it? Like, where does it then start? Where does the inclusion start before we start making it to the point where you're excluding the majority to include the minority?
Right. Lilo and Stitch 2, where Stitch marries a roller coaster. And then they make that ride at Disneyland, and it's like Stitch fucking the roller coaster that you're on.
The real total.
Ross, have you seen Lightyear? Has anybody seen?
I
this
don't
movie?
think I've seen Lightyear yet.
Yeah,
No.
I went to the cinema and watched it because I'm fucking massive I'm one of them geeky Toy Story. I love it. I absolutely love it. I remember I liked it. It was a nice film.
Good.
But like I say, I don't even remember there being a lesbian
Yeah.
couple. That's how innocuous it was. Like,
You didn't feel represented by the two women kissing in the movie?
no, I don't. Yeah, but then I don't feel represented by anyone in a movie. Unless it's a horror movie or a car crash of a life. Like, no, I don't. Titanic, I probably related that with that more than fucking anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, you're one of a kind. That's for sure. Let's see some more reaction to this comment.
Now, another online user representing the opposite opinion would share their own thoughts, writing, Maddie ate them up. Other things exist in the world. Now, interestingly enough, producers of the film knew the same-sex
She definitely ate them up. It looks like she ate everyone up.
relationship would be controversial among many, as it was banned in some countries, and, according to Variety, a kiss was even cut from the movie at one point, only to be reinstated after uproar from Disney and Pixar staff.
That's another.
Might have to check it out. I didn't realize that had some hot lesbian action in it.
I could totally understand. This is another thing. Like, you're alienating a massive part of your audience there, because whether we like it or not, some religions are against homosexuality, right? And that I don't agree with it, obviously. But then, you're taking away a film from probably like millions of children who now can't watch that film because you had to represent a gay couple in it.
Yeah.
So you penalising the majority to appease the minority, and it's where the lines cross.
Yeah. You don't like being penalized, do you? They just got done saying that.
Is it like preaching to the choir as well? As it is normal to be gay in the West? Do you think that goes or not?
They're trying to drag that narrative, kicking and screaming, onto the global stage. Meanwhile, I just saw on Twitter some guy in the Middle East smashing musical instruments because he doesn't want. It's like Footloose over there. They don't want kids dancing and singing songs. So when I see AI and two women kissing in the West, then I turn around and realize that they don't even have paved roads and plumbing on the other side of the world. I'm like, what do I have to worry about? It's like, I can't even play this movie in half of the world.
My favorite political thing this week, like that video, it was the LGBT kind of whatever community with a Palestine flag, and the Palestine people going, "Will you just fuck off? Like, we don't want your support. We don't want your support." And they're all like, the Karens with the blue hair, and they all definitely smell the stuff. And they're like, we don't want you to. Please don't do that for us. We don't want you.
You were right at the top of the show saying that America has main character energy, and everybody that lives here is so overprivileged that this conversation is what they have so little to worry about, that this moment in Lightyear that Snoop Dogg is talking about on a podcast that nobody listens to is their biggest concern, because they're so privileged over here. And that's the real problem. It's like, have better things to do. Get a hobby, you take up a better cause. Stop worrying about what's in a Disney movie, because just turn it off. You just don't watch it. I don't know. So Snoop Dogg will go on to, you step in shit. What's this show all about? Why did I make this show?
Snoop Dogg is responding to the backlash. After the rapper slammed LGBTQ+ representation in Disney's Lightyear, many spoke out on the rapper's thoughts, including TV personality T.S. Madison. Well, in the comment section under Madison's interview with TMZ, Snoop shares his support for the LGBTQ+ community, writing, "I was just caught off guard and had no answer for my grandsons. All my gay friends know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answers for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect."
Amazing. Well said. He did not write that, but well done. He might have pressed send, but he did not write that. I want to know what gay friends are ringing him up as well. I want to know he's on the other side. It's like Elton John. Like, I want to know who's ringing Snoop up going like, I love you, man. Don't worry about it. I need that list of gay guys. Get it there.
I'm so glad you said that because
Diddy rang me from jail. That's my biggest gay mate.
Yeah. You are spot on. He did not write that. He issued a statement that that's fake, and that's why I wanted to talk about this because
is one of his team written it or no? Like
not even his
that's
team.
Not true.
He came out and said this is fake. His team came out and said someone whatever. This is not him. He did not issue this apology. Like he retracted the apology.
But the apologies he didn't even make. That is fucking incredible.
Someone wrote him a really good apology, and he was like, instead of just leaving it like that, he was like, actually.
This is a fantastic new trend for my show, by the way, because there is a rash of fake apologies going around now. The guy that stole the baseball cap from
he was
CEO.
Such an asshole.
Well, yeah, he's an asshole, and he should apologize. But somebody went and issued an apology on his behalf that he did not write or issue. They put a social media post up and put words in his mouth that he didn't write, and now they're doing it to Snoop Dogg as well, and people are just making fake apologies out of boredom or something. I don't know why anybody would do that.
You know what it is? It's people would just want to go viral. I think that's what it's just the attention of I'm going to do this and let's see how viral I can get it. Because people will do it on the TikToks and stuff like that. They'll just make it, screenshot it, put it on the TikTok, and then that gets likes and views and clicks, and then they make money from it. Oh. So you put it up there, you put it on your Facebook or your Instagram or your TikTok, and then you get money for the clicks and the views and the shares. So they're just doing it to make money.
Oh, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should start whatever fantasy football issuing apologies for shit that never happened, like the Cracker Barrel.
Because nobody fact checks anything these days. You see it. I do. Listen, I'm not even like I do it all the time. I see something, I'm like, oh shit. I don't check if it's real or not.
Yeah,
I make my judgment and then I keep scrolling.
It is the biggest problem, and I keep hoping, fingers crossed, that people are going to catch on that they can't trust anything online, and it's going instead of the scenario that everybody keeps insisting is what's going to happen, where everybody is fully under control of technology and AI. What if we stop relying on that fully, and people, instead of watching CNN and watching Fox News or whatever, the BBC, and being fed lies, what if you went out into the world and did something in person that you could see with your own eyes and know that it's real?
Andy, that sounds awful. That sounds really awful. I would much rather stay in my bedroom and watch fake news. How dare you?
Well, that's what they're all counting on, is our laziness to subjugate ourselves with that, and that's what people have always said. It's not even going to be a fight. You're gonna want it. You're gonna beg to not own a house that you have to take care of. You're going to beg to not own a car that you have to fix up. You're going to want Elon Musk to give you a subscription to a car that drives itself, and you're not even going to have to work. We're just going to hook up a tube, into your navel. You're back in the womb. You don't
Is
have
that
to
not
do
the
anything.
American dream?
Yeah. It's just you're gonna be able to watch LIGHTYEAR and Drag Race all day and not have to fucking do anything.
I love it when
Yeah,
you talk
see,
there.
you're lining up for it.
I was imagining a dystopian future where a fake apology about yourself will come out before the thing you're apologizing for actually happens.
Oh yeah. You're reading your obituary before you're dead. Yeah. Wonderful.
In the future.
Can't wait. But the statement that Snoop's team issued said, despite reports to the contrary, Snoop Dogg apparently has not apologized for homophobic remarks he made last month. A rep for the rapper has claimed the apologetic comments are fake, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Snoop Dogg, whose real name is Calvin Broadus Jr., previously said he was scared to go to the movies. All right, these are just the comments again. All right, Snoop Dogg did not immediately respond to HuffPost. Yeah, it's fake. An anonymous source told the outlet. So he's saying I meant what I said. And he's not apologizing for this.
It's a way of having it both ways, though, where you can like appease like the one side and then appease his core audience who doesn't give a fuck as well.
Good
but
point,
the worst thing he can do is apologize, because then he's admitted he's done something wrong, and he's not done anything wrong.
Yeah. And to Ross's point, the attention span of this country is so short that it's like the Epstein files are the only thing that people won't let go of, because everybody thinks that everything is just to blow over. If you if you issue an apology and then retract it, people could say, well, he said he was sorry. And then everybody that doesn't want to think that he was sorry could say, oh, no, he didn't. He retracted that. And it's like, oh, well, now you have both arguments, like you said. So it's probably a PR spin doctor horseshit thing just to get yourself, clean off your shoes after you stepped in shit.
So was this on his like Instagram or something, or was this just supposed to be one that you put out online somewhere and then track down the origins?
That apology statement?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was on his Instagram account, and people said that it was his verified account. And then
weird.
That is so easy to fake, though. It's so easy to fake that.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
But, yeah. So the fake apologies is I didn't want to. It doesn't make for a good thumbnail to put fake apologies in text instead of featuring Snoop Dogg. But the real point, I'm gonna have Nelly's cleavage and Snoop Dogg. Really,
Ross, you missed it because I got here first, and Andy was up on the screen, and this picture of Snoop Dogg was next to him, and I popped up and I was like, "He's a black guy with Andy." It took me like a minute to realize that it was just a picture of Snoop Dogg next to him. I was like, "This isn't Ross." I'm sure Ross.
My special guest this week. People do get very bent out of shape when they see that Shane Gillis on my thumbnail and then realize he's not on the show. I got yelled at about that.
Just
blue balling everyone.
We're just talking about Shane Gillis. We're talking about Snoop Dogg. They're not.
But that attributes to laziness again, because you're just looking at the picture and not reading the title.
Yeah. So let's see. I think that might have been the end of this narrative. Let me just get into the next clip here and see.
Biggest rapper.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. So this is all apologies. Black correspondent Joe Budden. Every time.
Oh, is that Joe Budden?
Yeah. The guy that looks like a homeless man that has the flu is Joe Budden.
Didn't recognize him with the glasses.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing in this, but
he doesn't look. He's outside.
So, anytime that we talk about a black narrative, I'm a white guy. I know it's not my place to speak on on the outside. That below the waist, I'm all black, baby.
Oh, I can't believe it took us this long to do a black dick joke.
So I'll usually try and like drum up what Jaguar Wright has to say about an artist, because she is
amazing.
Yeah, she's a lunatic. But whenever I want the real opinion of the black community, I go to Joe Budden, who basically is a one-hit wonder. As far as I could tell, he had that song "Pump It Up" that was featured in Fast and the Furious 2. It's like that's the only point of reference I have for Joe Budden. Yeah, no, I love that song and I love Joe Budden, but I don't. He's not like a heavy hitter. Like Snoop Dogg obviously is way more recognizable than Joe Budden. I think Joe Budden at this stage in the game is more known for his podcast than his music career, but somehow he's been held up as the poster child for authenticity in the rap game somehow. But he is going to talk about what I was talking about at the top of the show with what a sellout Snoop is, and how if you pay him enough money, he'll be in a commercial with Martha Stewart. He'll show up to the Olympics. He'll be on anybody's fucking track if you give him enough money. And obviously he's trying to make a living performing music, so he's going to do that. But Joe Budden is going to point out that he'll just whatever. He's a pitch man at this point.
Today, the Shaquille O'Neal of rap. That
when he says that, he means like Shaquille O'Neal is selling insurance for the general over here. Like, it's the cheapest form of auto insurance in the United States. And basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is the face of
Do you know what, though?
insurance.
Before I even hear what he has to say, you can guarantee that if Snoop or Shaquille O'Neal were doing this and they were going broke, they'd be like, look at this broke guy. This guy fell off. He fell off and now he's broke and he's doing nothing and he's making no money. Like, you can't win. You can't win in this situation. You're either a sellout or you're broke.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. People are going to shit on you either way. So you might as well be making money DJing a crypto ball.
crypto ball, you know what crypto is doing. You know they paying 100x what you would typically get. I'm just saying, you asking a lot of people.
What's the harm in saying, yo, I'm out here to crypto ball because I support crypto. I'm non-political. I'm just here to support
What's
crypto.
the harm in not saying it? It's nothing that y'all opinions is going to do to alter where I'm at or what I'm doing or who I'm talking to.
Because you jumped out the window already.
4 years ago.
Yes.
Shit changed, my
people
nigga.
follow you.
That's exactly what you were saying, Nelly. What Joe Budden was saying. People are going to comment on it one way or another. So
yeah. I'd rather be rich and hated than broke and hated.
Yeah. Like me. I'm the opposite of Snoop Dogg. I just hated. I hated nobody.
I think he reserved the right to do whatever he wants, and I think people reserve the right to view him a certain way afterward if that's what they want to do. It don't always need to be a conversation. Sometimes people tell you things through their actions.
His actions look like he'd do anything for a bag. That's how people are reading it.
And he just might. And he might.
Yo, let me tell you something. In the next 4 years, we're going to be calling a lot more people sellouts.
Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas time ass niggas for doing it? Which one of you niggas gonna do it first?
Apparently Snoop is. But I mean,
so good.
Who are you gonna respect? Snoop getting that bag at the crypto ball, or Joe Budden who's wearing sweatpants as a scarf? Well, I don't know why he's dressed that way, but I respect Joe Budden, and I think that he's got his
for a guy who was a
balls.
rap artist and now is a podcaster. I don't really think he can make any comments on anyone selling out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's doing it too. Everybody's doing it in their own way. It's just the narrative around it, because Joe Budden comes on under a lot of controversy for his opinions as well. But he's got the platform, so it's going to be whatever he's going to say, whatever, push the narrative that he wants to push. But saying that Snoop is a sellout is an easy narrative. It's a lazy narrative to push. And there is another one. I went looking for TikToks of just Snoop being a fool, and this is one of those.
Did you have a roach called Gooch?
Oh yeah, the Gooch used to live with me. In my apartment, I had a roach that we couldn't kill. We tried to kill the motherfucker when we first moved in, and he wouldn't die, so we called him the Gooch. And he just kept getting bigger and bigger. I stayed in that apartment for about 6-7 months. Cuz grew to the size of about a whole dollar bill. He was about the size of a dollar bill. We called him the Gooch. We used to leave food out for him and everything.
I think that's part of the problem. If you feed the roaches, they're not going to go away.
Getting bigger and bigger.
Clean the food up. So that's how you get rid of the roaches.
Yeah, my whole pizza.
Yeah, he's paying rent. I'm subletting to the Gooch now.
That's great.
Hey. Oh, let's see. Do I have anything left in this? Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. So the Kendrick Lamar shit. I don't know how much anybody knows about hip hop. I really
like Kendrick Lamar. I like hip hop. I'm more like old school hip hop, but I have a teenage son who's very much into all this, so I hear about a lot of it.
That's why I have you on the show. So because you're a younger, better-looking personality that knows what the fuck is going on and can explain it to an old man. The only thing I know about this is that Drake and Kendrick Lamar don't get along, and I don't even really know why. Does anybody know why?
It just starts with the typical online, like the music beef. Like, you call someone out, you're gonna make waves. Calling them out makes you more relevant. It causes controversy, and everyone makes more money. It just literally all it boils down to. But Drake is, Drake's a fool.
Yeah, but they're running. It's just like Twitter. They're all running around calling each other pedophiles and white supremacists. That's what the internet is now. You're either a Nazi or a pedophile, and it's basically you're either Drake or you're Kendrick Lamar. And when we were talking about the Snoop's persona, like, he was very much always wearing blue because the Crips and the Bloods were LA gangs that rivals, and Snoop.
Do you know what that is? That's that fucking the government alarm on everyone's phones that's going off. Have you heard about it?
I didn't get it, but I think my wife just went off in the other room because I heard her.
Fucking stupid thing.
Oh, it's going off now. There you go.
It's the UK government service.
Just in case we get nuked. Yeah.
There's a life-threatening emergency nearby. Oh my god. Fuck me, that was life-threatening.
Oh,
they got nuked. They just got bombed. They're sorry, guys. I guess England isn't a thing anymore. Oh, thank God.
That was brilliant. So ridiculous. But when you go into the Snoop, the Blue, so when he did, pretty sure when he did the Super Bowl with Kendrick, they told him that he couldn't wear the what's the fucking thing called? This thing,
the blue bandana.
This, right, I have a red one. We can't wear the blue one. So instead, he wore a full blue paisley tracksuit.
Yeah.
Because they told him he couldn't wear one, so he just wore like the full blue tracksuit, which is I just thought was brilliant.
It's his brand, and it's not even a thing anymore. I mean, I'm sure it is a thing in LA, but ever since Tupac and Biggie died, it's not even a thing anymore. But it was Snoop's brand, and apparently it still is. That he was selling crack for the Crips, and that's his identity, and that he likes to champion, and that makes people think that he's still hard, that he's still authentic. And I don't know why I'm bringing that up now. I probably should have brought that up at the top of the show before we started. We were talking about how he's an OG, and now he's talking about taking his grandkids to a Disney movie. So.
Gangsters can be good dads and granddads as well, Andy.
I know. But he's passing the torch to Kendrick Lamar. Being a hardcore gangster rapper is a young man's game, and can
we really say he's an hardcore gangster rapper if he wore bell bottoms? Can we really say that? The bell bottoms were
what the fuck? And now everybody's running around buying that shit. It reminds me of when women were wearing their jeans cuffed up 8 inches. Like
I still do that. Don't judge on there.
You fucking monster. Don't do that. I'd rather wear Kendrick Lamar bell bottoms than that trend come back. So Snoop respects Kendrick. He doesn't respect Canadian Drake that used to be on Degrassi. That's not a great authentic narrative for a rapper to have, that you're basically the Jonas Brothers of rap. So Snoop is teaming up with Kendrick Lamar, and apparently Drake created an AI super chat voice of Snoop Dogg and put it on one of his records. So it's gonna be like woke dad AI and Snoop Dogg featured on Drake's new
I've just
single.
got like this picture of Drake ringing up Patrick Melton, like, hey, I think that was Snoop Dogg. Is there any chance?
Yeah. Shuli's dad is gonna be on track.
2K. I can just imagine 2K.
Yeah, right.
Whoa!
never fucking doubted you.
This is the AI verse. And I would think it's okay to play it since it's not real, but this fucking episode is probably going to get struck because Gin and Juice and Drake songs are featured on it.
Right now, it seems like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do.
Soon after the song went live, he took to social media and shared a hilarious reaction to his feature.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Y'all have a good night.
So this is like the middle of the night and his phone is exploding because it wants an explanation about why he guessed, spit bars on a Drake track, and he's like, "That's not me."
He looks so unbothered by it, though, doesn't he? He's like, my son just brought me a cup of tea, and then he went, "Are you talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef?" And I was like, "Yeah." He went, "I've got knowledge of that." I was like, no, thanks. They're watching.
Yeah, we should have had him on, but he's literally just like stirred awake by Santa Claus in the middle of it. He's like, what's going on? He doesn't even know how AI works. He's an old man. He doesn't even know why this is happening. And that's what's funny about this. He's like, how did they do that? I didn't do that. Was I so high that I forgot that I did it?
Is that even legal to do? Like use his...
Well, that's good. Hang on. This is just the end of the clip. But
Right off. Everybody call him.
Oh, sorry.
My phone blowing me up. What the fuck? What happened? What's going on? I'm going back to bed. Good night.
Yeah. Turn my phone
good,
off.
yeah. Right. He's like Gary from San Diego. They can't figure out how to hang up his phone. R.I.P.
Oh, R.I.P. Gary.
Yeah.
So sad.
But I think that's one of the main things, Nelly, that you're bringing up about, is this legal? Is it? And it's not. You can't make. Well, I don't know. I guess that's what the lull suit is going to be about, right? Is it legal to make money on Stuttering John being a buffoon? Is it legal to imitate?
I feel like there should be a threshold of like money earned from it before it becomes an issue. Like if you're making like $100 a week on Stuttering John's fucking voice, nothing. Yeah. But if Drake releases something and he makes like $100K from it using Snoop's likeness, I think there's got to be some kind of standard to it before everyone's doing everyone.
It's a slippery slope though, because then you got people like Jay Pharoah from SNL that his whole bit is that he can do impressions of every rapper.
There's a difference between an impression and then using AI. Because like if I'd have heard that Drake song, I wouldn't have assumed that it was AI. I'd have been like, why the fuck is Snoop on that song? Is the new beef that I don't know about. Like I could easily believe that was real.
Mm-hmm. And that's
is it not just a computer doing an impression of a person, no AI?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't even think it's Jay Pharoah doing an impression.
They are using their original voice though.
Yeah. So it's one thing if you're Jamie Foxx pretending to be Ray Charles, and it's another thing if you're creating a super tip.gg of Snoop Dogg and putting it on your album. So I don't.
So was it? Yeah, was he? They did say originally like this is AI Snoop rather than this is Snoop on the record.
Oh, did they? Did they say that?
I don't know. That seems to be where it would be illegal if they claimed it was actually Snoop.
Yeah, it would make me a good podcaster if I had that information. I just want to assume things and watch RuPaul's Drag Race for the rest of the day. Yeah, so that is Snoop Dogg. Oh, I think we have one more clip here. Oh, this is going to be the fallout from that. Now that he's awake and it's not 3 a.m. with the phone, his publicist asking him why he's on the new Drake track. Now there's going to be more of a statement about why Drake is doing this to Snoop and Kendrick Lamar.
I get the word, nephew didn't like what you did. What did I do? You played some music. What music?
Nephew is Kendrick Lamar, just if I'm
His
translating
nickname.
gangsta to this narrative.
They tailored me, I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go.
I had to go look at I'm like, oh, that's cuz. So then I deleted it, called nephew, left him a message because he ain't pick up nephew, this Uncle Snoop. I got the message.
I don't know who cuz is, but I think nephew is Kendrick. I'm not following.
It's hard to follow, isn't it?
I apologize. I was f***ed up. My bad. I was on them edibles, money. I gotta be more careful.
They like, what he on? It's the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home.
I was on edibles. It sounds like he's actually trying to say he doesn't remember doing it.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
The narrative that we get from this is people need to stop asking Snoop Dogg questions, but it's just asking about how babies are made with two women, or if he was on a track. Like, Snoop has no answer for anything.
I don't remember.
Yeah. That's consider your sources is the moral of the story. But yeah, fake apologies is the news of the day. And I'm glad you guys could be here to dissect this a little bit. Ross, do you have anything that you'd like to plug at this time? The plugs you'd like to plug?
Oh, just TRTPtv.com. That's links to my show, The Ross Trevina Project. So newer episodes up on YouTube, or we've got like the whole back catalogue on all the podcast apps such as Spotify, places like that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I do a show with my buddy Fish, and we just cover eccentrics online basically. So yeah, a lot of fun and more current events. The new, what's it called? Our new beat is the Online Safety Act at the moment, because obviously that's affecting. You can't have a wank in the UK without telling the government. So
I'm finding all my porn on X at the minute. Thanks.
Oh no, that's a good job. So yeah,
it's crazy what people are passing and getting away with, and in Canada as well. Just this. I guess that's why people are so going so hard in the States over the First Amendment and having the right to say things. And it's slipping through our fingers as well. So we got to fight the good fight when it comes to saying what we want, whether it's poorly researched like this show or not. You know? I have the right to be as stupid as I want. And that is going to be something that comes up in one of the other things that one of the movies that I'm reviewing, and we're about to do one with Nelly, right? Nelly, do you want to plug what we're up to?
Yeah, so Andy is going to be doing the Cornetto trilogy, which I'm sure Ross knows because he's British, and we are doing Shaun of the Dead, and we're going to be covering that, and I'm so excited because it's one of my favourite films. Hot Fuzz, which we are not doing together, unfortunately, is my actual favourite one of them, but Shaun of the Dead is a very close second.
Which was the other one?
There's Hot Fuzz, World's End, and Shaun of the Dead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that when I was saying we have the right to be as stupid as we want to be is basically the moral of World's End.
Yeah.
But just to elaborate that and plug it a little more properly, this is maybe the first time I'm announcing this limited series that I'm doing for Ryan Rebalkin's Director's Chair Network. There's a channel where a lot of creators like myself and Ross and Nelly is going to be guesting on Shaun of the Dead. I personally am covering all of Edgar Wright's filmography, and I wanted to do this because I like all his films, but also The Running Man is coming out in the beginning of November. So I did Fistful of Fingers with Ryan, and that will come out October, the first Wednesday of October. And then we're going to cover each movie leading up to the release of Running Man. And Nelly's nice enough to do maybe one of the best ones is Shaun of the Dead. And we're going to discuss that, and they'll be released in order. And then right as we finish Last Night in Soho, Running Man is going to come out, and I'm very excited for that. So be on the lookout for, it's called All the Right Movies, with a little I in there, and a W, All the Right Movies. So I'm gonna release that on the All Apologies channel as well, and it'll be on Ryan Rebalkin's Director's Chair Network. So please look for that in October, and please check out the TRTP podcast for Ross and for Nelly. I'm Trucker Andy saying, stay sorry.